Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a Psalms 119 morning. Let's go to verse 86. Your commandments are faithful. They persecute me wrongfully. Help me. Y'all, there's an exclamation mark right there in the Bible. Now, guys, this story is going to be it doesn't quite go with what this psalm is really talking about, but it did remind me of an event. I really need to do a podcast on parenting chronicles. These kids. Guys, I'm going to tell you some parents, sometimes you got to set the standard. Be faithful in what you command around your house, okay? I had some rules. Now, this is my daughter done graduated. She's in college, but I have rules. Don't come in my house. Don't come to this house knocking after a certain hour. That's not what we do. We ain't coming in and out. Why? Because first of all, y'all see that in the country stuff will fly in your mouth. Anyway, first of all, I don't sleep well when my kids are out and running around. I don't. Just call me, tell me where you're going to sleep for the night. That was our agreement, but don't walk in my door any time of night. And two, that gal, she understood that we don't want you out staying at nobody's house. You get back up under the protection of your father. Yeah, I'm going to put it out there just like that. She knew what we meant. Anyway, I remember when it started, my husband said, have you noticed? Barely beating curfew. Barely beating it. Then we start breaking it. All right? Then when I go to you, you want to have that little attitude. Come on, parents. Y'all know that look. You know when they sassing you and they don't even have to say a word to you. Okay. Yeah, I'm one of them parents. I'm going to call you out on it. You can get your stuff and you can move up out of here. Because you don't have to follow these rules. You know what I'm saying? But, guys, we had gone around. She was looking for places. Every place that she looked. And we went to this place where they give you these apartments. You can rent them out and they go by your wages, right? And her wages could only afford her these old places that was full of roaches, mice. We was going there, stuff was skittering across the... I'm sorry, y'all. I get tickled to this day because she was so haughty. You should have seen her. She had such an attitude. And guys, wait a minute. Is that where I wanted my child to live? No way. Nobody was doing her wrong. They weren't. That was just what her money could afford. And she wasn't used to living like that. But I want to focus on the last part of that verse. Help me. My daughter was so prideful that wait a minute, and I know how scary she is. She was going to get her a roommate and was going to move up in that raggedy little house, them raggedy little apartments. I couldn't believe it. I was so furious with my daughter. You mean you're going to have such a stiff neck because I have a rule at my house? But your living is good. You in college. Your parents are helping you and supporting you, and this how you want to act? I couldn't believe it. I remember, it was the end of the day, and I went off in there and I was like, really? That's what you want to live in? Those are the conditions? You can't admit that you're wrong and ask for help? Guys, yes, she knows I would have stood by my word and kicked her slap up out my house because you won't disrespect me. But any day I would have rather her just apologize and say, you know what? Now that I see what my money can do, I'm not ready for that. I wanted her to ask for help. I don't know who I'm talking to today. Guys, you can be wrong. Now somebody else out there treating you wrong. You could have made some mistakes. You could have had an attitude. We're sinful people. We get in our feelings at times and we act wrong when we think we're right. But guys, when you see yourself in a place that's taking you farther down than where you are, it's okay to stop and say, you know what? Forgive me. I was wrong. Will you help me? Yes, that is humbling ourselves. It is. But that's God's way. That's all he's asking us to do, to admit, God, I can't do this on my own. I failed. I got it myself, and now I'm repenting. I'm sorry. But Lord God, will you please help me? Oh God, come on. I can see Peter walking across that water right now. And when the storm began to rage, but then when he began to sink and he cried out, help me. Oh, y'all, let me tell you something. That word is a comforter. Do know we can't go too far that he won't hear us. Call on that name. Guys, you better take that and run with it. I am Joy K. Massenberg, your morning motivator, serving you a hot cup of inspiration so you can be productive and a joy to someone else. Guys, if you want somebody in your life, a community of entrepreneurs who are meeting goals, who what can come together, and what do? Iron sharpen iron. We even will call each other out in a loving manner. We hold up a standard that's high, but it's so that we all are accomplishing our goals and getting better and being vessels that God can use and being effective. Join the community right there at my website, www.joykmassenburg.com. It will be the best investment that you've ever made. All right, guys. I love you. Have a wonderful day.